Hey there everyone, this is going to continue my Simple Vaping for Beginners series of videos. I've seen a lot of posts lately on the ecig subreddit about, I just got my first kit in the mail, what do I do with it? Because obviously, it comes with a bunch of parts and like, what do you do with all of them? So, in this video I'm going to show you if, this is your first kit, how to put it together, how to fill it, how to take care of it, what you should do. So what you're probably going to get in a kit is, a battery, something like this, an Ego battery. This is an Ego twist, but I mean you're going to get something similar. Probably a couple clear misers. That's the pretty standard. It's a thing to start out with. Maybe a charging cable, and you might get some juice. So that's basically all you need to start vaping. So what you do, you got your battery. Some of them come charged, some of them don't. So you take your charger, it just comes with the cable. You take anything that's, you just got a USB, plug it in. You take your battery, you just screw it in there. This light right here, if it's green, that means your battery's fully charged, and if it's red, that means it's not charged. This battery's about half charged, so I'm not going to plug it in there. So then what you do, if you've purchased one of these, which I highly recommend, it's just an Ego little cone for tanks, then you just screw that on. You don't need that for a clearomizer, but if you purchase, say, a VV Nova, then that's a good thing to have. It makes it look nice. So then you take your clearomizer, and to fill these, make sure you have some paper towels handy, a vapor's best friend. So what you do is you take the black cap, kind of hold it by the metal, and unscrew this top cap. Mine has liquid in it right now, so it's a little juicy. So take your top cap, set it down somewhere. You're going to want to take your liquid. This is actually some strawberry liquid from 5 Pawns, who are a newer ecig business. I got this free sample from them from Reddit. I've been trying it out. It's pretty good. I would recommend it. Take your clear out. The only thing you don't want to do is get juice into that little center guy down there, this little rubber piece right there. You don't want to get any juice in that. So the easiest way to do it is take your juice, tilt this sideways, and just squeeze it in there until it's about, one notch under the full capacity. That way you don't flood the tank. You're going to take your little top, make sure it's centered, and just screw it on. Now, if you look at mine, I got juice seeping out of there just from the way I filled it because I put it too close to the threads. So, you just take your paper towel, just give it a little wipe off. And then what I like to do, just to make sure it wicks, you just take Clearo, you just kind of tilt it upside down a little bit. Let the juice get all up in the wicks. Tilt it upside down. Give it a little shake maybe. And then just give it a few draws without it being on the battery. Just kind of suck in like you're taking a hit on this. And that'll help the, the juice wick up there. So, obviously you want to close your liquid, that way you don't spill it. Ooh. So then you take your battery. Simple as this. You take your battery, you take your Clearo, screw it on there, and you're ready to vape. You are ready to go. Once you have this, you're good. You can take a vape. Easy as that. That's all you need to do. When you're ready to refill it, I don't like filling mine while they're on the battery. You can if you want, but if you overfill it and your Clearo happens to leak, which doesn't happen frequently, but if it does, then juice could seep out of the bottom of the Clearo and just get all up in your battery down there, and you're not going to want that. Immediately then take a paper towel, just kind of get a little bit, and then just kind of go like this and wipe off your battery. It's good to do every so often just to clean it, I guess. So you're going to just, take it off, fill it again, and you're ready to go. After, this liquid's starting to turn kind of a weird color. It was actually clear when I got it. This was a different liquid in there, and I just added a little strawberry to it to see how it tasted. This was dragon fruit in here, so I added some strawberry. But once, the taste starts getting bad or the vapor starts getting bad, it's probably time to clean this. Also, if you're using dark juices, you're going to want to clean it more frequently than if you're using light juices, just because they tend to gunk up the coil in here. Also, if you're using 100% VG juice or something with a lot of VG in it, vegetable glycerin, as opposed to PG, which is propylene glycol, which are the two main bases that they mix e-liquid with. If you're using a lot of VG, then you're going to want to clean this more frequently because that gunks up coils. So then what you do, I'm actually going to grab a non-filled one real quick. Got my little case of vape gear here. So this is a non-filled clear miser, and we take the little condom cap off of the tip. This is how they come. They come with a condom to cover the tip and make sure nothing gets in there. Here we go. So you're going to want to take this and unscrew the cap. If you hold the bottom, this closest part to the bottom, this little thread part right here, this is a brand new one, so it's kind of hard to unscrew. You're going to want to unscrew that quickly. So this is what you'll have. You'll have the mouthpiece right here. You'll have the wicks and the base, and then you'll have the tank. So what you're going to want to do is, if you have some, alcohol, like grain alcohol, high proof alcohol, don't use like rubbing alcohol or anything like that. That's not going to be good. But if you have, Everclear, works great. Give this a wash real quick. Put it in your sink, heat up the water, make sure it's warm. Give this a wash until your wicks are white. I mean, if you look at this clear out here, these wicks are kind of like a yellowish color because there's juice in here. You're going to clean it out, make sure that, just run these under the water, kind of give it don't pull on it, but kind of give it a nice little, just a little massage of the juice out there. Make sure the wicks are as close to clear as you can get. Wash out the mouthpiece, and then wash out the tank. And then once you do that, let it soak in some alcohol. You don't have to let it soak. A lot of times I don't let it soak because I don't have a bottle of Everclear sitting around. But if you do and you can, that's good. Just let it soak for about an hour or something in the Everclear. Take it out. I would run it under water again just to make sure there's no alcohol in here. And then dry it off. Just take a piece of paper towel and just kind of go like this and just dab the wicks. Get all around there. In the base, right here, if there's water down there, just go and blow into it. It'll probably hit you in the face a little bit, but it gets the water out nicely. Just go, and then take the tank, do the same thing, just kind of and blow on both ends. And then, whoa, you're going to want to take a piece of paper towel, kind of get it into like a little guy, and just kind of turn the tank and get the paper towel all up in there. That'll just get any of the water out inside. Make sure your threads are dry. For the tip, put it up to the paper towel and just go and just blow on it, get any of the water out of there. Get this all dry. Once you do, putting it back together is really simple. You just screw back on the base, make sure it's nice and tight. You fill it with liquid again, just like I showed you before. You fill it with liquid, and then just pop the cap back on. Do the same little thing, just give it a little, just toss it down. I mean, I like to do this with mine just because I don't know, that's what I do. Give it a little thing, and then you'd be ready to vape again. That's how it works. That's the simplest setup. Obviously, if you have a tank system, it's going to work somewhat the same depending on what tank system you have. So you can find other videos for that. You can find videos on dripping. I'll post a video about dripping in the next week. Otherwise, with your beginning setup, that's how it works. That's how you set it up. That's how you start vaping. That's how you clean it. If there's any questions, feel free to drop a comment. I check these every day, so I can, reply to them quickly. Otherwise, I would definitely recommend checking out the ecig subreddit. You can post a new vapor question, and people will answer it usually within an hour. You'll have at least 5 comments on there. So if you have any questions, go there. I'll put a link to that in the description. Other than that, I'm going to send you guys on your way. I'm going to give this one more vape, and then I'm going to send you guys on your way. This Clero's just trucking right now. But yeah, so hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it helped. Thanks for watching.